can't believe I had all day to get to this gig, and now I might miss it.
You can't believe that.
Well, I can, but I'm just so furious at myself for letting it happen.
Well, you always did have a tendency for running late.
I don't recall what's the next chapter, but is it tardiness?
Fat chance. It's gluttony.
Gluttony? Eating too much is worse than pride, envy, and anger?
Yeah. You know what? Maybe it's because it involves all three, right? Because, like, you envy somebody for having a nice body, and then you decide you want to work on yours, you take pride in that, and then you get angry because it doesn't work.
Yeah, that is the story of my life.
Yeah. Golf now?
Yeah, love it.
Oh, wow. Do you consider it a sport?
I'll concede that it's more of a game than a sport, but there are other activities where people do less than golfers, and they call that a sport.
Like bowling?
Yeah, like bowling, shooting pool.
Playing darts? Shuffleboard?
Well, I don't think anyone considers that a sport.
What about bass fishing?
See, now, I feel like if you're sitting down, it's not a sport.
Oh, yeah. So then what about race car driving?
Well, that's a tricky one because motorsports, sports is right there in the word.
Oh, yeah. Well, what about that little harness thing that goes behind the horse? They're racing those things. Is that considered athletic?
Well, the horses are the athletes.
Are they?
They're the ones doing all the training, the working out, taking steroids.
Okay. So, golfers then, athletically speaking, are on par with the harness racing in the little buggy,
I see what you did there.
right? So, why do you love golf?
Well, for a lot of reasons, but one of them is, to me, it's like a giant puzzle, right? For football and basketball, all the measurements of the field and the court are the same, no matter where you go. And baseball, for the most part, at least the infield, is the same. But for golf, every course is different, and every hole on that course is different. So it's like a giant puzzle with 18 smaller puzzles within it.
Okay.
So you got to solve each hole, and so when you stand up at the tee box and look out, it's like you got to figure out that one puzzle, and I just find that mentally stimulating.
That makes sense.
Plus, I think it's a metaphor for life. Now, I know there are a lot of metaphors for life, but I feel like golf fits better than almost any other.
All right, let's hear it.
Each hole on the golf course is like a new chapter or event in your life. Sometimes you do well, sometimes you don't, but when it's over, you go on to the next one no matter what.
Whoa. That's almost deep.
Plus, every shot is equal. So a 300-yard drive or a 1-inch putt, they both count as just one stroke.
Oh, true.
So you got your good days and your bad days. Well, they're all just one day, you know, they count the same. It helps keep things in perspective.
Wow. That is a very philosophical turn for you. It's almost insightful. I hate to say it, but it is.
Yeah?
That is not the answer I expected from you.
Okay, and then also think about this. Golfers, even at the professional level, come in all shapes and sizes, right? You can be tall, short, skinny, little chunky, whatever. Doesn't matter. They come in all shapes and sizes.
Yeah, it's true.
So imagine this. Let's say there's a bar, and all the women in there are different sports.
Okay.
So the basketball girl, she likes the tall guys. The football girl, she likes the big, strong guys. You know, the baseball girl and the soccer girl, they like the quick and fast guys.
Well, it's a weird scenario, but keep going.
Okay, now the golf girl, she doesn't care. She likes tall, skinny, short, fat, doesn't matter. Likes all of them.
Okay.
Doesn't matter who you are, golf will do you.
That's more the answer I expected from you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, gluttony is the penultimate level before the final lust.
Lusting in that era must have been difficult because everybody's all covered up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, huh? A lot of guesswork when you're just trying to find yourself a lady friend.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you think that now that we can see more of people, that makes it less lust?
No, I don't think lust levels have changed. I don't believe there is a lust deficit crisis going on.
Less clothes doesn't reduce the lust.
No, I mean if you're hungry and someone shows you lots of food, you're still hungry, right? You still want to eat unless it's, the food is fat and hairy.
Beyond physical imperfections, what are some turnoffs for you with women?
A loud chewer.
Oh, like gum or anything?
Anything, any kind of food.
Yeah.
Cracking knuckles, cracking anything really. Neck, arms, shoulders, ankles.
Jokes?
That doesn't bother me.
You're okay with a funny woman?
Yeah, I think funny is sexy.
All right. Okay. What about funnier than you?
What do you mean?
You know, most guys, we pride ourselves on our sense of humor, think we're always the funniest guy in the room. But what about when you meet a woman? She's funnier than you, wittier, sharper, quicker, huh? I mean, that can really take a guy's ego down.
Well, that hasn't happened yet.
Or what about a woman who's smarter than you?
Again, I don't think that's happened. What exactly are you getting at?
Nothing. I'm just trying to find your soft spots.
Got a little soft spot behind the knee. Gets a little, it's sometimes sweaty if you want to rub that.
All right, that's gross, and I wish you'd stop because someday I'd like to be able to have a meal again.
Okay, well, what about you? Do you have a problem with a woman who's smarter, funnier, quicker, maybe a better athlete than you?
No. You know what? I noticed you didn't say better looking.
Well, that's a pretty low bar.
Yeah. So you'd like to have a woman that's way out of your league, huh?
I like her to have a humpback. So when you're like, you're getting in there, it's like it rolls, she rolls back and forth, like you get the rhythm.
Did you ever cheat on your wife?
What?
Did you ever cheat on your wife?
After we were separated?
No. I mean, while you guys were together. You know, when you were out there working, when you were on the road, huh? You're getting all that attention from the audience and the fans. Did you ever, partake of the forbidden fruit?
Did her lawyers send you to ask me these questions?
Buddy, come on. Look, this is just me and you, all right? This is buddy, huh? Come on.
No, I'm not going to answer that.
Too tender. Okay. Soft spot.
Look, I wasn't always the best husband, but I loved her, and I did not want to get a divorce.
You say that in court this morning?
No. By this point, those lines have been drawn. Those battles have been waged for years. We've kind of gone to our corners. It's too late for that now.
This might get kind of personal, but what do you think you could have done differently to keep your marriage going?
I don't know.
How about this? What do you think would have made her happy?
You know, there was a time when I thought I knew, but now I'm not even sure anymore. When we first started dating, she was a waitress at one of those cafes or places where I used to do gigs. And I know she didn't want to date a performer, but at the same time, I think she was also somewhat drawn to that, you know, and attracted to someone being on stage doing what they're doing. Also, you know how that goes, that sometimes what draws you to someone, attracts you to them, becomes a point of contention, and I think that's what happened with us.
Yeah. No, I get that. I get that. It takes a special kind of person to understand the heart of a performer, you know? It's not like we're doing this until something just comes along and it's better. I mean, this is it, you know? It's who we are. It's what we do. I'd like to think that it's the best and truest part of us, you know? Yeah. Performing, man, it's what drives us. And at least it did.
I know she wanted to quit waitressing, but I just never made enough money to make that happen.
Yeah, it's tough, man. There's no easy answers on it.
I'm sure she assumed I would quit performing at some point, but when I didn't, well, I was gone a lot and we just drifted apart.
Yeah. Understood. Look, I'm not your therapist or anything. You know, I'm just asking questions because I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, and I just wonder if asking questions, there's something to learn from it.
Well, I've thought about it a lot. I know I bear a lot of responsibility for the way things turned out. We were both pursuing things. I was pursuing my art, and whatever she was pursuing was perhaps less tangible, but I was not much help in helping her find that.
Fair enough. Hey, I think there's a place over there where you can make a call.
I can smoke my cigar and make a call and let them know I'll be a little bit late. I'll be barely on time. You coming in?
No, I don't think you need me for this. You sure you got time to smoke?
Nope, but I'm a glutton for punishment.
All right, well, hurry. Godspeed.